All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and depending where you are, good afternoon as well, especially for the Australian folks. We have now come to the time when we are finally releasing the results of the quarter semi-finals. It is an exciting time because in the next few minutes, we will be able to know the quarter semi-finals results, and we will know which of the two comeback teams, whether they had a chance to fight their way back into the tournament. And of course, we were going to draw out the four groups on who will be facing who in the semi-finals and the finals. And lastly, there's a final surprise to the entire tournament, as usual, coming from BT, right? So without further ado, allow me to quickly show you the results that you are highly anticipating for the last couple of weeks, especially last night, when there's a lot of people messaging me to try to poke me to tell them the results up front in advance, right? So here comes the first group. We have the DJ team, one of the very few teams that was highly nominated to be the grand champion. And of course, MMJ has its own fair share of nominations to be the grand champion. At the end of the day, there can only be one winner in the group. And make a guess between the Singapore team and the Thailand team, who is going to make it to the semi-finals? Good guess? Anyone can make a guess? Now, I won't keep you too much in suspense. Allow me to share the very first results of the first group. The answer is, it's DJ team. Congratulations, you made it through to the semi-finals. It's pretty close fight, you can see from the score, where you see the DJ team, they probably won in advance compared to probably in the CAT side of things, as well as the multi-products attached. And that's why I say that it is important that you strategize your game plan so that you can actually maximize your chance to win in the tournament. All right, so this is just the first of the very few groups that is up for scale, right? So allow us to now look at the second team. Winnie's team in Vietnam, solid and soft. And then we have the Red Vipers, again coming from the Thailand team. Well, is it going to be the Pho versus the Song Tam? Which one is spicier? Which one is nicer? Which one is the flavor of the month? All right, I see some congratulations to Winnie's team now. I've not even released the results unless you have some results up front that I'm not sure, or you probably hacked into my laptop. But here is the results. Winnie's team, congratulations. Whoever it is that forecasted the results, you are spot on. It's 25 against 8. And Winnie's team won the tournament, or rather won the quarter semi-finals head on in this group, where they actually superseded their scores in terms of CAT, in terms of new logo, but they lose out when it comes to the draft side of things. Okay, so congratulations to Winnie team. You are now through to the semi-finals. You have a chance for more pocket money, right? Let's now look at the third group. This is a highly anticipated one because you have one of the very few favorites, the Cool Kiwis from New Zealand, and you have our second largest VAR in AP South from Applicat. New Zealander versus the Thai team. Who is going to be the winner for this group? Any guesses? Cool Kiwis or Thai team? Cool Kiwis or Thai team? And the result is, drum roll, we have the Cool Kiwis. Congratulations to the Cool Kiwis. You are now through to the semi-final. Sorry, Max, you're wrong. All right, so this is pretty a close fight, as I said. A single PO could likely be could make the difference in terms of the score. And you would have Cool Kiwis slightly edging when it comes to the CAT and new logos, But I think the key differentiator here is 3D experience. They managed to sell some 3D experience roles, and I think that is the main differentiator. Now remember, I said strategize your game plan, and 3D experience is one of the key focus in the quarter semifinals. All right, and they actually hit the advice, and they did well by winning and fighting their way through the to the semifinals. Congratulations to Cool Kiwis. It's fourth group, I guess. Now this one has been a very close fight because they were almost at 0 for the first few weeks, and then someone started the score, but it was like dead silence for another few weeks until the final week, which is last week. Right? It is between the Arisma team, Arisma 01, versus the Chosen One. It is the Melayu versus the Bahasa. Right? And who will be the winner? Anyone? It's going to be a close fight. We have some very experienced salespeople, and we have some very new ones. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's not about your experience. It's about the momentum, the moment, the timing, and the strategy. And the winner goes to... Congratulations to the Chosen One in Malaysia. Malaysia, the Chosen One, Chao Mei, Sui Mei, Ming Yan, congratulations. You are now finally through to the semi-finals. All right. So let us now look at the next group. Now, this is the one that a lot of people are anticipating, including myself. All right. And I have my favorite team there without being biased. All right. But remember, this team on the right-hand side, the Dream Team, they have always consistently performed very, very well since the start of the qualifiers all the way till now. Are they going to lose their steam, or did they continue with their momentum? On the other hand, we have the CTS. CTS started slow, then they end up draw in the playoffs, but they went through to the quarter semi-finals because of historical performance against the other teams. Now, is the CTS going to flip the momentum against the Dream Team and come out on top and win and fight their way towards the semi-finals? And the winner is Dream Team. Sorry, CTS, I think you tried really hard, but this is all-out assault, 63 versus 3. Congratulations to the Dream Team. And again, if you look at the score, the key differentiator here is 3D experience. If Batong is in this call, he would likely be very happy because 3D experience. And you look at this, the bar, it's absolutely full. It's 44 points. Congratulations, Dream Team. You did very, very well. Thank you for that. And of course, good try at CTS, but perhaps next year. Okay. All right. It should be the final group now, the sixth group. LC team again has been nominated to win the Grand Championship. And again, one of the top favorites was Double Whammy. As of this morning, Mr. Zach from Double Whammy was trying to poke me to say, BT, please tell me the results. I say, some CC, that means I'll keep you in suspense. Finally, your suspense will be ending. This is where you will know the truth, your destiny. So is the Malaysian team going to win the tournament against the LC team? Or is it the Singapore team who is going to cross the border and win the Malaysia team? Anyone? Singapore versus Malaysia. It sounds like the last time the Malaysia Cup, so exciting, right? And the results is... This is not a glitch, huh? 42 versus 35. My goodness. Look at the score. Again, one single PO could make a huge difference. Now, the difference here now, it's the points relating to simulation. That's the key differentiator here, right? So again, sell multi-products, sell 3D experience, and you are on the upper hand. So congratulations to team LC team, CCAT Francis. You must be very happy, huh? Must be happy because now you have two teams in the semi-finals. Let's see whether you can survive all the way to the Grand Championship. Okay? All right. Good try. Very good effort from the double whammy, but perhaps next year again. All right. So, I've just released the results of the quarter semi-finals. The next anticipated one would be the results of the comeback teams. Remember, by now, most of the team in the who have gone all the way from qualifiers to the playoffs and to the quarter semi-finals do expect casualties. We have people who leave. I will call them victims of casualties, injuries. You have people who are very tired, people who are probably dry when it comes to pipelines, right? Does it give the chance where the comeback teams is going to fight back and win all the way to the Grand Championship? Now, for those of you who have not attended my previous live broadcast, we mentioned about the comeback teams. The comeback teams is made up of those who were relegated previously in the playoffs, and they were relegated in the qualifiers as well. We brought them all back in so that they have a fighting chance to be back in the tournament again. But only the two top teams in the relegated team would have a chance to go and partake in the tournament again, provided the two lowest score in the quarter semi-finals team, their score is lower than those in the comeback team. Now the question is, the two lowest team in the quarter semi-finals, are their scores lower or are their scores higher than the top two teams? Now let me release the top two teams in the comeback team first, in no particular order. First is New Normal Metro SolidWorks. You are one of the top two teams. And you have the next top two team, it's Golden Chicken. Use case Vietnam. You have done very well. I know because of what. All right, thank you for the business. Now, two of you, Golden Chicken and New Normal Metro SolidWorks, would you have a chance to fight back into the tournament? Are there two teams in the quarter semi-finals who have their scores lower than yours? And the answer is yes. So in other words, there's no surprises actually, because the bottom two team in the quarter semi-finals have already lost. So there's no surprises. So in other words, congratulations, Golden Chicken and the New Normal Metro SolidWorks team. You are through and back into the tournament, and now you have a chance to be a grand champion by fighting your way through the semi-finals. Congratulations, Use Case as well as Metro Systems, Thailand. Okay? All right. Now comes to the time when I have to rely on my pink bucket. All right, pink bucket. This is probably the last time I'm going to utilize you. You have always been very useful and very entertaining, very entertaining, right? Got music, got sound, right? So therein in this bucket, there are 8 tickets, right? There are 6 tickets of the winners who have outright won in the quarter semi-finals, and of course Use Case as well as Metro Systems is here as well. Now the question is, who is going to face who? Because I'll be honest, the score that came from Use Case, they have done 25 points. And New Normal Metro SolidWorks, your score is 18 points. All right. In other words, your scores are also higher than some of the teams that already went through to the quarter semi-finals. And I'll be honest and brutally honest, who are those two teams that their scores are still slightly lower than yours? Cool Kiwis, and the chosen ones. All right, Cool Kiwis and the chosen ones. So now we have 8 teams who will be in the semi-finals, and they're going to go through to fight for a chance to be the grand champion. So let us first draw. Pink bucket. Random, it's without preference. All right, the first group. Winnie's team, if you can see. Winnie's team, let's see who you'll be competing against. Winnie's team, you will be competing against do you want to know the results? Anybody want to make a guess? This is going to be interesting because Solid and Soft, it's not too old a partner, not too new, but compared to this team, it is like an extreme, you know. You will be competing against the Dream Team. Okay, Winnie's team, Solid and Soft versus the Dream Team Intercat. Very good. We are down with one group. Let's look at the second group. Again, pink bucket. We need some airtime. All right. I'm not getting any payment from this because of this. All right. Okay. DJ team. DJ team CCAT. Let's see who are you going to face. Okay, DJ team, you have a good chance now. Sorry, no complacency, but you'll be facing the chosen one. Okay? DJ team versus the chosen one, down with the second group. Now let us look at the third group. Okay, third group. Golden Chicken, use case, one of the comeback teams. Let's see who will be facing. At least the hot favorite is gone, right? The hot favorite is gone, right? At least my hot favorite, right? Okay. I don't know is it a good news or bad news, you know. All right, because this team is also pretty strong actually. You'll be against Cool Kiwis, use case, be prepared. Even though Cool Kiwis scores are still lower in the quarter semi-finals compared to you, use case, this team, they did extremely well in the qualifiers. Who knows, the momentum may switch back again. All right, so good luck. I highly anticipate this particular group's competition. Okay. All right, no surprises now. We would have the last final 2 draws. Thank you, Pink Bucket. You have been a good best friend of me. Thank you, and we'll see you next year, okay, if there's a chance, all right? Okay, the final 2 tickets. And I know one of this ticket here comes from the comeback team, which is the new normal Metro SolidWorks. And let's see who you're facing with. LC team, you will now face the Metro team in Thailand. Singapore versus Malaysia. Okay? Rojak versus Songtam. Okay. This is the final draw. Pardon the tardiness, right? This is last minute preparation this morning. So these are the final group draws, and you will hear from me very soon from an email relating to the semi-finals program guide. Now, it is important for you to understand the structure of the semi-finals, and how does it work all the way to the finals. This is what's going to happen. In these 4 groups, you will compete among each other within each group. Okay? And the final score from all the 2, 4, 6, 8 teams will be tabulated at the end of the year in December. And whoever wins the semi-finals, we will choose these 3 teams and look at the final total score. The ranking will determine who will end up first, second, and third in the finals. In other words, in this 4 group, you would have 4 winners at the end of the day, right? In each group. And these 4 winners in each of this group will be compared, the total scores, and it will look at who has the highest score to be the grand champion, first runner-up, and the second runner-up. And the last one, I'm sorry, the third runner-up, that's nothing for you. Good try. Okay? So in other words, you have to really go all out this time around. You have a final 6 to 7 weeks to the end of the year. This is no better time than to close the year with a bang. And it's important that you do very well and go all the way out and score as many points as possible. And remember to strategize. Look at those areas of focus, the tactics of focus. This time is going to be different again. And make sure you do well. Okay? This is the structure of the semi-finals. And again, I have a surprise that I mentioned that I'm going to release the information to you. Immediately after this broadcast, I'm going to post a link in the comment box. This link contains a video clip that's roughly about 3.5 minutes to 4 minutes. It is absolutely important that all of you who are in the semi-finals, you must look at this video and must understand, because in this surprise, it's going to impact the amount of money that you're going to take back at the end of the day. And I say impact, it is a huge impact, as huge as 50%, 50. Okay? The moment I finish or end this live broadcast, I'm going to send the link there. Please make sure you read and look at the video from start to finish and digest it and understand it, right? Because your money depends on it. A nice phrase, huh? Money depends on it, like Visa card like that. All right, so your money depends on it. Look at the video. And last but not least, I'd like to thank everybody who has participated in the program. Whether you're relegated, whether you have not relegated, it's an extremely difficult program to manage, I'll be honest, because there's a lot of things to be done. You need to do stitching a video, you have to create a preparation for live broadcast, the results. And I need to thank Giselle, who has been helping us to tabulate the points. Poor girl, right? She has to do a lot of manual work for us. Please thank her on behalf of everybody. And I look forward to a fantastic performance coming in the last final 7 weeks of the program. Please go all out. You don't have much time. Right? At the end of the day, you want to do well, you want to have more money in your pocket, this is the time to do it. And by the way, those who come up on the first, second, and third, there's money given out to the VAR organization as well. Thank you, Brian. Brian, thank you. Thank you for this. All right. So VAR owners, whoever are in the call right now, or if you're not in the call, please make sure your VAR owners know this. Make sure that the VAR owners help you and endorse and push you as much as possible so that all of you would benefit and win the entire tournament. All right? So thank you very much, and I'll see you off. And remember, look at the video clip. See you. Bye-bye.